And to wrap up our news updates, the Federal Reserve balance sheet hits a new all-time high this week. So we call this video the perfect setup because we have the Federal Reserve. Guys, this is why the assets that have been suppressed, like your gold, like your silver, like your XRP, XLM, XDC, why these coins, why these commodities are going to go absolutely nuts. The more that they stall this out, the more that they print, right? The more dramatic of a shift we will have to the new financial system, right? This could have been a smooth transition, right? If we acknowledge the problems that we had. And remember, I said that over there in Russia, they were forced to just rip the Band-Aid off, right? The ruble tanked. Russian stock market tanked. The people going through a crisis, right? Over there in Russia. But they ripped the Band-Aid off. Now they get to heal. What we're doing here is we're the ones that have inflated this thing, and we are set to feel the most pain when this thing pops. So the more that they print, the longer that they stall this thing out, the more dramatic of the shift there's going to be in the new financial system. These prices, when we talk about 3, 4, 5-digit XRP, when we talk about, 2, 3-digit XLM, when we talk about gold price points at, Jim Rickards talks about $14,000 gold. We have silver price predictions, 3 to 4 digits as well. And also why I don't really expect to see much of a drop in the housing market, to bring it back to real estate. Relatively speaking, I don't expect to see too much of a drop in price because of the inflation crisis. As the inflation gets worse, it's going to, this is why they're having to raise rates at the Federal Reserve, right? This thing has gone so far, and I've been listening to Peter Schiff talk about this, and I know a lot of guys don't like Peter Schiff, right? He's obviously anti-crypto, but he understands the Federal Reserve and just how bad the actions of the Federal Reserve, how wrong the Federal Reserve is, how wrong they were last financial crisis, and how wrong they're about to be again. And they have nothing left in their tool belt to fight this crisis, right? Let me mind you, the Fed had raised rates to 20% back in 1980 to fix the previous inflation crisis of the 1970s. The current federal fund rate is 25. It's 25 basis points. So it is 0.25% to 0.5%, compared to 20% in 1980 to solve the last inflation crisis. They have nothing left on their tool belt, right? They would kill us if they raised rates even just a few more percentage points. Look at what they've already done just by raising it 0.25%. I mean, interest rates were at 0 and they raised them to 0.25 and we're bust. People are bust.